Hi, I'm Leo from My Bubba, and today I'm going to be learning how to make Lego gummies. Sweets aren't really something that I do often, but this is a real special occasion, and we're going to be making it with these Lego molds. Nanny Anita has been doing this for quite a while, so she's going to be showing us how to do it. So how do we start? Where do we start?
Well, the first thing that you need to get is some corn syrup. The light one is better for this. You also need some powdered gelatine. They normally come in packs of 3, so you need 2 sachets of these.
Fantastic.
And then you also need a pack of Jell-o, not jelly, but Jell-o.
Jell-o.
So it's the powdered variety. And that comes in thousands of different flavours.
Fantastic.
So the first thing you need to do is you need half a cup of very cold water. And then you need to add to it 1/4 cup of the corn syrup.
So gloopy.
I know.
It's not usually in our ingredients cupboard, is it?
No, it's not something we often take out. I normally use it for more science experiments than anything.
That says a lot.
And so then what you need to do is you just need to carry on mixing it until the water's gone completely see-through. Because at the moment you can kind of see it at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you just need to carry on mixing it
Stirring.
until it's gone and completely combined.
Fantastic. Are we going to add any of these next? Can I open anything?
Yes, if you go ahead and start opening the gelatine.
Fantastic. One there. Oh, it does disintegrate quite quickly, doesn't it?
It
Dissolve.
does, it's starting to really combine now.
We quite like making our own jellies as well, so this gelatin always comes in handy.
I think that's pretty much done.
One by one?
Well, now we need to put it into the pan.
Okay.
So then you just add it to into a pan on the hob, but with no heat at the moment. So you just add it in.
Fantastic.
And if I could take the gelatine. And then one at a time, you're just going to add both packets of gelatine.
It feels like a science experiment.
And then we also need to add the jelly as well.
Okay, cut that one. The whole packet?
The whole packet.
Okay.
Now the flavour we've gone for today is black cherry, so I hope
Delicious.
it goes down well. Okay.
Thank you.
And then what you need to do is just let it kind of sit for a second so the water can be absorbed into all the powder. And then you want to just slowly start to mix. You don't want to add any heat. You want it all to be nicely combined before you add in any heat to this. Otherwise, it will go really, really gloopy and you'll end up with all sorts of funny bits on the top of it.
Sure. But I can see it's disintegrating quite well, sort of mixing in quite quickly. So is it trial and error? I bet you've tried everything to get them perfect.
Yes, it has. I mean, there's been I think my first lot was a complete disaster because I forgot the corn syrup. So I just literally ended up making jelly. Okay, now we've pretty much stirred everything in and it's all mixed. So what we need to do is put it onto a very low heat, or between low to medium and best. And
keep stirring or not really?
You want to stir every once in a while. You don't want to stir it the whole time, so we can leave it for a few minutes and then go back just to make sure everything's really mixing together nicely.
And how long to get? How long?
Should take about 5 minutes. So you probably want to stir every minute or so, and then just leave it once it's all coming together.
Great.
So we've had this on for 5 minutes now. We've been stirring every now and then, and everything has come together really nicely. Now you need to remember that this is now burning sugar, so it is probably not the best idea for small children to help make this perfect for them to eat.
Yeah.
But one that they stay away
from the children.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Older children, if you feel that they're responsible enough to help out, absolutely. But this part is definitely for adults only. So now that it's done, it is time to pour it into our molds. And the best way I've learned to do this is actually using a condiment container, just because it has a small nib to it, so you can really pour it in really nicely without spilling it.
Sure.
Which also cuts down on the risk of you burning yourself.
Yeah. You can get those on Amazon now easily, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. So all we need to do now is pour this in here without burning yourself.
that does look very hot.
So the container will be slightly hot as well. I mean, it is just come
Very
off the
hot.
heat. So, I mean, it's okay to touch, but again, for small, sensitive hands, not the best idea to give
Sure.
it to them. So I think we should personally fill up the Lego men because they're my favourite. Remember that this will, if you pour it out straight away, it will shoot out really quickly. So
Just
do be careful.
Yeah. Perfectly done.
There we
Brilliant.
go. Then 1 pack of
That's
Jell-o
lovely.
managed to make all of this. So that's quite a lot. Now that they're all done, all we need to do is put them in the fridge and leave them for about an hour, hour and a half, and they should be all set to go.
Fantastic. Okay.
So they've been in the fridge for about an hour and a half,
Yeah.
so they're ready to come out.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
They look pretty good to me.
Perfect. Now we just take them out.
Shall I do these ones? Yeah.
Yes. There we
Oh,
go.
they do come out quite easily. Wow. That's so cool. I feel like a kid again.
Look at our
Brilliant.
perfect little Lego men.
Smelling like cherries.
They would make an absolute great addition to any Lego themed birthday
Wouldn't they?
party.
Yeah, they really would. God, they're so cool. Put those back here.
And there we go. We have our homemade Lego gummies.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.